Oh, look how dark your face is. You've been pee-peeing all over, huh? No, you haven't? Oh, okay. Your face shows otherwise, dude. I'm gonna probably call you on your bluff, stinky face. Okay, yeah, I hear you. I hear you, bud. You guys go. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, goodness. And she's not quite there, buddy. I know, you're not quite there. Yeah, oh, maybe, I don't know. I think he's reading some of the signs wrong. Tiger Lily definitely is not in heat. Now, I did bring Tiger Lily and Sunny in here yesterday. So I still got to get Tiger Lily. And it doesn't look like she's with everybody else, so we'll see. Hi there, Ren. I brought them in yesterday, and something surprising happened. I wasn't expecting to see this. Oh! Willow's in heat! Yay! I did not expect that, guys. I was kind of waiting for that. She's actually supposed to go in today because I was hoping she'd go in with my second round, which looks like she's fitting right in right there. So yeah, I'm actually going to be taking Pearl out. I'll leave Willow in here for the rest of the day, but Willow's bred. She actually fell right on the date that I was moving the two girls in, which is good. So I moved Sunny in and Willow was being bred, and you guys can tell there's still a lot of stuff going on behind me, but Willow was being bred as I came in yesterday. I brought Sunny in and she was bred. Tiger Lily was brought in, and Tiger Lily's not there yet. She still thinks he has cooties, which, I mean, who wants to be around a boy if you still think they have cooties? Hi, baby. I know, she's really hormonal. She doesn't know if she wants to be with me or the buck. So I know you guys already know that we are separating our breeding groups into a couple of different groups. And the reason for that being is I need to sleep during kidding season. But more importantly, and I realize I didn't touch on this on the last one, this year I'll have more goats having kids than I've ever had in my entire decade of raising and breeding goats. And last year was the highest I'd ever have. So we just continually keep building like in the intensity and number of goats that we have that are breeding and dropping kids and creating milk for us. And one thing I noticed last year with all of those kids being dropped in 1 week, which if you guys haven't gotten to see the kidding list, I had about 30 kids drop in the span of like 9 days. And that was really exhausting. If you want to see that playlist, it's up here linked at the top. But after going through that and trying to take some notes and look back at my weaknesses and what I could have improved on in my last kidding season, I really need to space them apart because the kids really need to have a dedicated person looking over them for about the first 2 weeks. Mommies can be great mommies, but they also can be not so great mommies. Things can happen to the kids where they're just a little lethargic or slow, but it just may look like they're tired. There were some things last year, like with Hope, and yeah. There were just a couple of things I could have improved on. There were a lot of really heartbreaking situations in my kidding season last year. It wasn't the worst kidding season I've ever had, but I learned through that experience that I need to space them apart so that I can give each kid as much attention as I can to get them started off right in the first 2 weeks of life. The first 2 weeks of life are pretty integral in getting them started off with colostrum, making sure mommy's being a good mommy, and that they're getting all of the care that they need to develop in a healthy situation. So I would say if this is your first year, maybe breeding goats or having babies, make sure to pace yourself. I know that the thought of like all of your does sinking at one time and them all being bred and you're only having to use the buck for like 2 weeks, 4 weeks, or however you do it. I like to do hand breeding, but I know a lot of people leave them in with the buck for 2 months. And I'm doing hand breeding in rotations. So I just feel like this is going to work best for me. But if it's your first year in kidding or breeding goats, pace yourself. I know that those little babies are so cute and they are so worth it, but it can be really draining on the keeper. And if you're not rested and healthy and well, then you're really not going to be able to give your full attention. I noticed some on reviewing some of my past videos, like you could just tell I was really tired and worn down, and it caused me to miss some things. And we're all human. We're going to miss things and we're going to make mistakes, but I would rather not my mistake be at the expense of another small living life. So get, guys. No, Poseidon, no. Okay. Gilly, Poseidon, get. Get. You're mean. Get. Gilly. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Ro. Hi. Oh, baby. Hi, Ro. Yes. Oh, yes. Poseidon. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I think Rosie here is a little bit homesick. Tiger's in with flu, and Tiger is Rosie's like adoptive mother, aunt. Ever since Raven passed away, her and Tiger have been like this. So you guys can't see her. She's hiding from the camera, but making sure that I know she's there. So I'm just kind of trying to baby her a little bit because she's just lonely. Tiger's her buddy, and she's the smallest, so she sometimes has a harder time integrating in with our other goats. But usually you'll find your goats will pair up like this, get kind of clicky, and that's how they kind of deal with the stresses of environmental changes. So she's just trying to click up with me, which is okay because Rosie's the cutest little goat in the world. I know, give me kisses. She's a sweetheart. She is a little sweetheart. I love her dearly. Yeah, ever since Raven passed away, she's been kind of needy towards us and Tiger Lily, and Tiger Lily's been more than accommodating, and Tiger Lily was Raven's buddy too, so it's just kind of funny. Really? Get her and just shred that. I don't want to get any closer than this because she's really making that thing swing. Oh goodness. You guys see she had that branch kind of wedged and was using it as an itcher. So we've actually had a lot going on our farm here lately, and one of the things that I think is starting to take the forefront of my thoughts is actually Ren, our miniature donkey. Ren came to us about a month and a half ago. The video is up here, and we also got Lola before that. That was the first miniature donkey, but donkeys need friends because donkeys play rough, and they'll play rough with your goats if you don't have another donkey in there with them. And they've done fantastic with our goats, but if you want to see the videos for Lola or Ren, they're going to be linked up here at the top. But Ren is getting wider, and we know that she's been in with a jack since for like ever, from what the person that we bought her from had said, is that she's always been in with a jack since they've ever had her. But she's getting a lot wider, and I'm actually starting to get a little bit nervous. I feel like we're gonna have a miniature donkey here, a miniature donkey baby on the ground a lot sooner than we're ready for. So I'm starting to do a lot of research on that. Their gestation periods being so long, I think one person that I was talking to that was a well-known breeder in our area for miniature donkeys said 11 to 14 months, which That's like 90 days, guys. 90 days of being unsure in that period when they're going to have the baby. So I've been trying to prepare for that. And I really think I might take her in to our local vet for a sonogram just to see what's going on, and if he can maybe give me like, how far along does this baby look? And if you could kind of put an estimation on the time, what would that estimation be? So that's something we're really getting ready to gear up. But of course our truck is down again. Farm life, guys, farm life. If ever you need something, expect it to break 2 or 3 times before you actually get to use it. But when it comes to our goat front with the breeding, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 does so far that are bred. So that's Blackberry, Pinky, Tiana, Pearl, Willow, and Sunny. We're still waiting on Tiger Lily. Tiger Lily's down there, but she really does think Blue has cooties. She's not 100% okay with his advances. But it's good to see he's an aggressive breeder, because we were worried. Usually with those first-time bucks, it's a toss-up. Either they're going to be a great breeder or they're going to take a little bit of time to figure out their job, and he's been a great breeder. So I'm super, super happy about that. But I think everybody else has cycled. I removed Mossy because she was being a little bit of a control freak and didn't want Flu to make advances on does that were lower in the rank than she was. So I removed her, and sure enough, in about 2 days, she cycled. There's a lot going on here, guys. A lot. And I'm trying to make time with it with this time change, because this time change sucks. I can hardly film for you guys before it gets dark. So I hope you found yourselves enjoying the video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our adventures, because we've always got something going on with the animals, the garden. It's deer hunting season right now. And a lot of improvements in projects are getting ready to start being planned, and I can't wait to bring you guys along with us. So until next time, guys, thanks so much for being here with us. We can't wait to bring you along on the next one. And bye-bye.
Looking up at a tree, I remember how it started.